they're not as sharp as they used to be. Royce the 5'9". Unfortunately, right? We don't like that. We don't want that. Royce the 5'9" is better. This dude is getting better. Like it's incredible. Like I challenge anybody to go through his track record. This guy is like, first of all, I thought he was already better than Eminem. You know what I mean? When the Juice battle, Ray and Zoe know about this. The Juice battle with the Source magazine shit, 98, 99, when M was just bubbling and doing his freestyle thing. M was the shit. You know what I mean? But when I first heard like Royce the 5'9", I was like, oh shit, this boy got bars. And then I heard Royce and M together. Like, they freestyle on the track together. I'm like, oh, shit. Ain't no comparison. And then, like, a few years later, Eminem just got his weight up. And he just, passed Royce. You know what I mean? But I got to go Royce, bro. His last album was, like, perfect. Perfect. I can't even... His last album was perfect. And I would say the ship changed after Street Hop. I don't know if you remember that album, Street Hop. DJ Premier executive produced it. And I would say after Street Hop, and like Royce kind of like, he was openly about the alcohol addiction and stuff. Yeah. He's clean now and he's fresh. And, so Royce is my man. And that's my selection, for sure.
Y'all left the drinks in the car. This meat in the fridge.
Yeah.
I might as well bring it in.
Yeah, that's a nice choice, B.
Gotta go Royce, bro. Gotta go Royce, man. Like
Yo, and Brandon, would you, like, I agree that he's gotten better. I mean, I wasn't always on him, but. I would agree that he's definitely got that hunger now, but would you say that on top of his work ethic, this might be just an assessment about artists with cosigns, do you think the fact that he got back with Eminem and, he has that whole shady, I guess you could say platform in a sense, kind of contributes to the hunger? Like, there's other artists who might be as good as Royce right now, but maybe they don't have that Eminem, I'm not saying that he's a aftermath artist, but what I'm saying is if there was other artists who are on Royce's level but don't have that cosign, so to speak, do you think that makes a difference a little bit with maybe Royce's hunger? Because maybe now he feels like he's rhyming like with a little bit more purpose.
I would say no. I'll answer it first. I'll let Brandon speak on it. I'll say no, just for the simple fact that because when you look at Royce, his albums are still independent release. The only thing that came out major was Slaughterhouse. I think in Royce's case, we'll look at M and Royce. Royce became sober and was now be able to focus on lyricism versus when M came sober, he focused on a double time flow that did not work for him. And Royce became, to me, more of a lethal lyricist when there were no drugs and alcohol associated with him. You know what I mean? Because when you look at Royce's early albums, the lyrics were always there with Royce, but the focus was never there. Always.
All right, so Ray, your question was like, was the cosign basically like the alley-oop, right?
Do you think that contributes, and do you think that would make a factor? Like, let's say Big Crit, right, who already has good product, let's say Jay-Z decided to endorse him, right? They say, hey, you do what you do, but I'm just gonna give you the funds to make the album you want. Do you think that something like that could contribute not only a little bit to Royce? I think Royce is very much his own person, but do you think that? Do you think that having Eminem and kind of Shady in your corner kind of helps him a little bit?
I agree.
Or contributes to the motivation?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna disagree with Zoe real quick. I'm gonna say that like M in the back pocket definitely was an incentive, for Royce to kind of step his game up, for the opportunity. Like Royce always was confident in himself. Royce always knew he was the shit. But Royce had other things going on, you know what I mean? And I definitely feel like with M, I think M was always there. That option was always available, you know. But I think that, like, to answer your question, yes, absolutely. And I feel like that has a way of turning into what we see into the Royce da 5'9" today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I would think just a little bit. I'm saying it. I'm not saying it's everything, because I feel like if we agree on that, then I feel like let's say Jay decided to give Crit that kind of platform, let him have his artistic freedom. I feel like that would maybe, or other people in that realm, that would kind of, give them an extra adrenaline rush of motivation, because now, you got that cosign, that every artist who gets into the game kind of hopes to get.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, word. So we got our ones. Everybody ones is done.
We got our ones. I'll make it quick. My number one is J. Cole, and only because he is the embodiment of hip hop. He's the embodiment of old Jay-Z and old Nas. He's the embodiment of old AZ and old Rakim. He's the perfect balance of what hip hop is. And without doing any funny things with his voice, staying on terms. Yeah, staying on terminology with current just being up to what the basis of what hip hop is and the foundation, and also staying current. Like, Cole is great, man. Cole is great. Kendrick is great too, but he does a lot of extra stuff, and that's cool because that's for him. But personally, I relate to J. Cole a whole lot more. So.
Nice.
That's my number one. Beans, I think we on you.
Yeah, Beans on you. Number one,
J. Cole. J. Cole.
Who you got?
Listen, man, he another pivotal moment in my life when I was going through it. J. Cole, he was there. I listened to his music. Brought me up. I mean, he done, through a lot of tough times. J. Cole done brought me up. He done, his lyrics is basically about women, ethnicity, just being somebody who's a minority. It influenced me a lot. Last year, 016, 015. You know what I mean? So that's somebody I get to process. My number one all top from 07 to 2017. I put him number one above anything else.
All right, so without keeping track, did we leave anybody out?
I'll leave you out. Everybody get number one.
All right, so we got everybody at once.
Yeah, once. Hold up. No, you go ahead.
So Ray, so review Ray. You're number one.
Yeah, my number one was Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Okay. All right. So before we sign out, we got to get Francisco. Just came through on a later ride. You know what I mean? On a red eye. You know what I mean? So we had him on the cell. We got him like in the flesh. So we did our top 5 in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
From like this year to 2007.
Yeah.
And then we did our top 5 all time. So I'm gonna give you a choice.
I'm just keep it quick.
All time.
So obviously this is a hip hop podcast, but I gotta change it up a little bit. You know my
Artists.
roots. You know my roots are jazz.
Artists.
So I'm gonna put you guys on to something new.
Herbie.
Put you on a Gregory Porter. I'm sure most of you cats haven't heard of him, but if you have, you probably agree that he's probably one of the greatest voices of our lifetime. So check him out, Gregory Porter. Some really good songs there. If we're talking about hip hop though, I don't know. I'm gonna lose all street cred.
We're just artists.
I'm gonna lose all street cred though. But if it was hip hop, I would probably say Kanye.
Yo, Bray, like Kanye definitely could have been in there though. You know what I mean?
Yo, I thought about Kanye, but it's just like it's not that I didn't enjoy his output like post, cause from '07 to now, you know, he did like Graduation, 808s, and all that. But I feel like in a certain level, it was trending downward in a sense. Even though I did like his albums to a different degree, it's just I like his college edition releases just more than kind of everything else. And as a person, he kind of started to suck a bit. So
right, like Kanye's got classic stuff. It's just like he's done stuff that's just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in recent years, he's you know. We don't need to talk about that, but you know, back in the day, classic Kanye, definitely vibe with.
Yo, Kanye got work. We can't front on Kanye.
Yeah.
He's got work. He got work. He's got Gregory Porter, great artist. I'm gonna just say, man, before Frank even continues on to his top 5, he got Gregory, he's got Kanye. Frank was on Herbie Hancock early. He was on Stevie Wonder early. For his, you know, like for when he was born, you know what I mean? He was like rocking Stevie Wonder early and Herbie Hancock stuff. So I can like testify.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I got to see both of those legends, living legends. Got to see them live. So.
Word.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. No, I can't. I don't have an exhaustive list. So.
Yeah. So I guess you know we'll keep it at that, man. Ray, thank you for coming through as usual, man. You're a staple on the podcast. You know your insight is very well valued, brother.
Yeah, thank you for including me on these, man. I thoroughly enjoy these, man. Thank you.
Always. I want to give a shout out to Zoe, and we didn't get a chance to actually kind of pinpoint what's going on. So we have Zoe actually coming through with a blog on the website. We got a health and wellness blog coming out monthly, and it's going to be engineered by Zoe. And check it out. He's the aficionado of teas, of deodorant. He can tell you how to make your own biscuit.
Your own teas.
This dude got it all. He can do anything. You know what I'm saying?
Lotions.
We're working on beer. If we can make beer, then we're out of here. We're out the country. So definitely check out the website, the 2 Cents Podcast at webnode.com. Webnode is WEBNOBE.com. Check us out. The blog will be posted weekly, monthly, as much as we can, and we're going to continue to do websites and episodes. We got Matt Katana. We're gonna continue to push his stuff out there too. And I want to send a shout out to Brian for coming through, and Elijah on the podcast. Armand as well. He couldn't stick it out for the whole episode, but definitely shouts out to him. He's the other half of the podcast, and we just growing. We just want to continue to do what we do, and we just appreciate everybody, man, all the girls, guys checking us out, following us, sharing the episode, whatever. We're just regular folks, man, just talking shop. And on that note, we're out of here. And Ray, your favorite Big Pun song before we get out of here?
Let's hear it.
Your favorite Pun song? What's that?
Oh, my bad. I thought you were actually about to cue it up. I thought you had something to play. Oh, man.
Dream Shatter?
No. But no, that there'll never be one answer. But I have to go off the top of my head. If I'm not gonna pick a single, I'll probably go Dream Shatterer, because I sometimes just some people whisper when they walk. I mumble lyrics, and Dream Shatterer is probably one that a man of honor would want to try to. All of them. So, probably go Dream.
On that note, we out, man. We're going to let this rock out. Let the real version go.
I ain't mad at you, bro. You got the curvy shit.
We out, baby. Ray.